Do I have a liberty to ask you what is that issue you have?
Yeah, you have the liberty. Nothing major. The skin rashes have come back, and I was thinking about what we talked about. That you said maybe somewhere in there's actually a fear of death, and I'm not really. I was thinking about that and contemplating that, and I'm not finding that. I the fear is more of like the unknown of well, I not being able to figure out what's causing it and not having a solution. And there's a lot of frustration that my mind is dealing with that. It's not black and white. Um, I'm not necessarily afraid of dying from this rash or anything like that. It's more or less wanting to know what's causing it and wanting to know what I can do to alleviate it. Um, because it's uncomfortable and it's painful and and I don't.
You have already contradicted your statement that you don't have a fear of death. It is purely an intellectual statement. The moment I have an anxiety over any issue in the life, one of the 50 reasons of anxiety is the fear of death.
Okay.
Simple. Why I don't feel that I have a fear of the death? Because the mind is dictating the intellect. So the mind, when the mind dictates over the intellect, any issue in the body or in the life causes a sense of anxiety or reaction, and that reaction is taken over by the intellect, and then the intellect continues to rationalize it. And when in rationalizing, there are two things: you rationalize and you reason.
Yeah.
Causes are unknown, let me be happy. Causes are known, take care of it. Where is the problem? Causes are unknown. One causes are unknown. I'm happy. I don't know whether terrorist is going to attack me. Causes are unknown. Causes are known. Let me call the cop. I see some strange movement here. So now go further. Why it happens. That is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. It gives you a right reason, the cause and effect our of all these challenges. What is further? I will have no fear of death, even I will not think of it if I have a recognition that I'm not the body. But I have a recognition, I have an identification, I have an attachment with the body. That is the problem. And that goes to the ultimate source of the fear of the death. The intellect, dictated by the mind, hides it. Are you understanding? I am not the body. Body is like a car and a smartphone. And oh, last week one dentist extracted, one no implanted, and he said that you return all the painkillers, They gave me a very strong painkillers in the first instant, and on the second day I returned them. I said, I don't need it, I don't have a pain. When you are fully aware, you recognize two things. You recognize you are not the body, and you also recognize the body demands repair and maintenance. Finished. Where is the problem?
Well, yeah, I told you the problem though, and I so are you saying that the solution is
Answer is yes. 90% of the illnesses, the main cause of these illnesses in modern science is not known. Google out
yeah.
about anxiety also, and especially the WebMD. They give you 50 reasons of anxiety, and in the last, the 51st reason, the reason is unknown. Find out the cause of the cancer. They give you 50 reasons, 51st reason is unknown.
Yeah.
Why should I worry then? But I have to worry because I identify myself with the world. Why I identify with the body? Because there is a lack of thinking, lack of right thinking. Lack of right thinking means that I don't see the cause and effect. I get identified. Anyhow, I rationalize it. So the lack of thinking causes the identification. I don't see that I'm identified with the body. The rest, I go on asking the questions and I get worried. You have a pain, doctor gave you anesthesia, pain is gone, identification is gone because identification is due to the pain, symptom, effect, and I feel okay. So pain is still there, problem is still there, but anesthesia has hides the pain.
Yeah.
But I'm strongly identified with the body, that is not going to go anywhere. There is no medication to drop this attachment in the modern science. And my dear friend, any form of identification with the body, with the mind, I am upset. Identification with the mind. I have rashes or pain in the body. I cannot tolerate it. Identification with the body. I have a big house. Identification with the ego. I don't have enough energy. Identification with the life force. I wanted to start the journey of the text of Bhaj Govindam, which will help you to get rid of, recognize all types of delusion, ignorance, identifications, and the means to get rid of it. It is a serious text in a sense that we need to contemplate and reflect. If we don't contemplate and reflect, we don't do the practice, perhaps it will not work. And the guy who has written this text, I envy that guy, but I respect him. He wrote the text in 88th century. What was his age? 16 years. I was fool at the age of 16 and I'm still fool. He wrote this text at the age of the 16, in the 8th century. So I chose this text and I said I will go. Yes, come back. I look at the clock on the wall, perception, first level of knowledge, first level of perception, first level of understanding. Now the mind processes the information of the name in the form of a clock on the wall. It's a good clock. That too is good. I'm appreciating the quality of a clock. It is wonderful. I'm still appreciating the quality of a clock. I'm explaining the same thing to you. This, I think, we will take up this Bhaj Govindam text when you are prepared to listen and attentively, then only we can get it. But let us examine this. So what I said, I go into the yes, I saw the clock, I say it's a good clock, I appreciate it, I recognize it is a wonderful clock. Good. Miss India, or Miss Universe, you're a beautiful. Oh, she is beautiful. I appreciate. Beach is beautiful. It's okay, it's good. Now I return home. I return home, or I am at home. I start watching TV, but my mind goes back to the clock. It's a wonderful clock. I appreciate the repetition. So first is the normal knowledge of the clock. Understand it clearly. Pay attention. Normal knowledge of the clock, appreciation, and that appreciation, recognition is known as attraction. It is called attraction. Now the mind repeats. Oh, clock is good, 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 clock is good. At the subconscious level, I'm watching the TV. Sometimes it happens to all of us, you are watching the TV. Oh, that girl is so beautiful. Especially in your case, you are millennials and still bachelor. Oh, she's good, she's good, she's good, she's good, she's good. Did I pick up her phone number? No, I missed it. So who can give me the phone number? So you sent an email and you called me. Can you send me the phone number of that girl? I still remember.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying wrong. We are explaining the functioning of the mind, how it works.
Yeah.
So I didn't find anything wrong. I just sent you the email address. So because the mind at the subconscious level, it is keep on repeating, and that causes the attachment. That is known as identification, and that is known as attachment. My intellect does not know it. My intellect does not know it. Does not know it. It takes casually. It takes casually. Because I lost right thinking. I did not ask the question. I lost the right thinking. Why? I did not ask the question why I'm asking it. Why I'm asking it. What is the reason behind? Huh? My dear mind, what story you are cooking? Now, did you understand
Of
what
course,
story
yes.
you are cooking? I did not ask it. So when I don't ask this question, when I third state, when third perception or third state, when I do not ask the question, do not ask the question means what? I do not I do not find the cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect relationship, I enter into fourth level of perception. What is that fourth level of perception? What the mind sings, intellect says you are right. What mind is singing or has been singing, intellect gives thumbs up. That is how you say intellect gives thumbs up.
Hmm.
Now what happens? The intellect is dictated by the mind. Intellect is dictated by the mind, and that is known as the impurity, that is known as the projection of the mind in the intellect, to seek pleasure. One thing is sure. What is that sure? One thing is definitely sure. You have to analyze each and every thought in this process. It only takes 1 week. You will reach to the higher state of meditation. I can promise you. I can guarantee you, provided you don't miss anything. So what I said, the fourth perception, fourth knowledge, what the mind is singing, the intellect gives the thumbs up. Means what? The intellect is dictated by the mind. So why it is dictated by the mind? Because the mind already projected to seek pleasure. One thing is sure, you did not ask email or contact number to gain pain, to receive pain. That is very clear. That is very clear. What is going to happen in the future, we don't know. But one thing is sure, that you did not ask the email or a contact number to gain pain or to get frustrated. So why? Because the mind has already projected the pleasure. Did you understand it?
Yeah.
It is a projection, it is not a reality. It is a projection, not a reality. And now, then what happens? Our fifth step is action part. Action part. So, with the projection, with the projection, I seek happiness. I don't want to know and I don't know whether you got the pleasure or not. I'm not interested in that case. So with the projection, I start seeking happiness. With that projection, I'm seeking happiness. Again, I'm repeating, with that projection, I'm seeking happiness. As such, there is no happiness in a projection. In a projection, but the intellect is already controlled by the mind. Controlled by the mind. We move to the next level. This is happening. The entire mind and the intellect and the ego and the memory has been processing these information with millions of the thoughts and parts of the thoughts. That is under the conscious level. Now we have reached to the sixth level. What happens in the sixth level? The mind has, maybe it has stopped projection, but the intellect and the ego continues singing the same projection. And we get it, we get it, we feel greedy to repeat it. We get it, we want to repeat it. We don't get it, we are frustrated. Now the seventh level comes, we have a sense of anxiety. Now that is anxiety. We have a sense of anxiety. We have a sense of anxiety or frustration or seeking pleasure or escaping pain. Whether we continue to seek pain, we are getting the pain or we are getting the pleasure, the sense of anxiety is there. Question is, why the sense of anxiety? When I'm getting, say for example, pleasure, why I have an anxiety? It is so simple. There is a fear of losing that pleasure which does not exist. Why? It is projected. So I have a sense of anxiety. It may be the anxiety supported by fear, supported by losing pleasure, supported by known or unknown causes. Known means I know it. Unknown means I don't know it. I live. I live in same form of anxiety, whether I express it or I don't express it. Don't stop there. Don't stop there. Eighth step. How many steps? I'm just creating those steps with you. Every individual is unique. So what happens depends on our past upbringing, our binding desires, and other considerations. My life, my behavior, my my attitude, my obsession, etc. It depends on that. One example, say you belong to a silent generation, over 70, and that guy did all the steps, asked me the email address, and did all the possible, because I belong to over 70 is the silent generation, yes. Over 79. Over 79. So there is a realization, I don't have enough energy, so let me leave it. But the problem continues. What is that problem? Let me leave this, let me get something else. That is the problem. And that is the vicious circle. Let me leave it, let me get something else. But to continue seeking happiness outside means I'm still projecting. Now imagine happiness is still there playing in my mind. continue seeking happiness. What is this ninth level? This is what we say we are living in ignorance caused by impurity of the mind and projection. You asked me the question, what is the fault in it? Now tell me where is the you interrupted me, I didn't allow you, but now tell me.
Where's the what? I didn't hear your question.
You asked me that, what's the problem? Where is the fault? Where is the problem? Asking the email. Because I did not recognize what is happening deep inside me. Now tell me, is it not a problem?
It's only a problem if I'm trying to get some sort of pleasure out of it.
Days, weeks, months, years, we continue our journey of life in the same way. Seeking, projection, frustrated, greed, calm down, seeking some other pleasure. Every day this happens to me. Is it not a problem? I don't recognize it. I don't recognize there is a deep problem. Are you understanding or not?
No, absolutely. I mean, I fully understand. Well, the problem is that I'm trying to obtain something. I'm trying to get a certain feeling.
There is only a problem. There is only a problem. There is only a problem.
What do you mean by that?
I am frustrated. I escape from that situation. I start searching. There's someone else, something else, some other object. Why? Because that projected pleasure is still playing with me. So days, weeks, months, years, I'm doing the same thing. I'm not recognizing it.
Yeah.
From one pleasure to second pleasure, from one pain to the second pleasure, to the pain, to the pleasure, to the pain, and to the pleasure. And one day nature says you have not done enough. Your life is worthless. Come on. Come on. Come on. So I am adding one more step. That is why first thing the master in the Eastern wisdom makes clear what is the purpose of your life. Once you find it out, can you stick to it? Once you recognize, can you stick to it? And if you stick to it, you are a seeker. You are a seeker. Awakening will happen the next day. There is no problem. Should I send you the email addresses of everyone? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. No, don't send me. Why? Why? Know the function of the mind. Why? I am attracted by this clock. Why you are going to send me the details of other clocks? Did you understand that?
Yeah.
Or it may be possible that once I get frustrated with this clock, then I will ask you the details of other clocks. 11th step. What is the 11th step? I said, no, 10th. What is it? Days and the weeks and months and years. Projected pleasure. Escaping. Both are there. Escaping projected pain. Seeking projected pleasure. Can I add one more thing? Pain and the pleasure in the world outside is the two sides of the same coin. It is the two sides. Is your younger brother happily married? Is he happy? I will continue asking every 6 months. There is a projected pleasure. Pleasure is not there, but I projected it. Because I projected it, which the pleasure is absent there, I'm bound to suffer from pain. My master says, anything in the world outside, if you are getting pain, pain is a, what is the pain? I can add another step. Pain and pleasure step. What is the pain and the pleasure step? Pain is seeking your attention. I'm converting the sentence for you. Pain is seeking your attention that you projected some pleasure outside. Drop it and be happy. Pleasure, and if you are getting a pleasure from the world, seeking your attention, it is short term.
Yeah.
Did you understand? I pointed out. I have to talk to you again. Should I talk openly?
Yes.
Rashes on your skin. I'm teaching the same thing again and again. You have to pick up. Rashes on your skin is seeking your attention to drop attachment to the body and be happy. You have taken care of all those things you have discussed with the doctor. The outer level care is done. Now this is required.
So, trying to teach me a lesson.
What is that lesson? That I have to drop the identification with the body. Why do you identify with a smartphone? So there are two levels of identifications, two levels of attachment, or you can say identification. Follow the same sequence. Just follow the same sequence and you will find out whether you have a fear of death or not. You told me intuitively, I felt, and then I'm talking to you. You agree? Tell me. You don't agree? Tell me. Follow the same steps. Let us, instead of a clock, apply body. First step. Stand before the mirror. You look smart. You look handsome, much more handsome than me. You shave yourself, you don't leave even a single hair. I should look handsome and put lot of stuff on there that I can figure out. Instead of a clock, we are using your body. First perception, body, image. Good, good, good. Everything is good. Yeah, good. I can imagine, I'm just creating an imagination. Oh, normal. No, 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 it's normal. Should I not shave? I never say, don't shave. But behind that sense of anxiety, oh, everything is okay. Oh, one hair is left, I have to do it. I have so many hairs, who cares? So I am appreciating the body. There is no problem appreciating the body. I told you, no problem. I told you, no problem appreciating the body is living in a higher state of well-being. No problem in appreciating. How many abs you have? 6 abs? Or 4 abs? Or I don't know what is that.
One.
4 abs, huh?
One.
So you look at, you go slowly and analyze your mind. Oh, the first, I appreciate body. Yes, I appreciate. I want to look presentable with reference to the body. Answer is yes. You told me. I'm repeating what you told me. You questioned me. There is no problem at all. I should look presentable. Huh? I also look presentable with this long beard. It's okay. You don't focus on the beard. You focus on the words that I'm reciting. You focus on the wisdom. So I damn care. That is another way to look presentable. It helps me to remain detached with the body. Now go to the second step. Body is good. I have to take care of it. Body should remain in the state of well-being. Body must remain in well-being. Can it remain?
No.
No. Why no? The health and the illness are the dynamic state of the body. Health and the sickness are the dynamic. What is dynamic state? Dynamic state means the body is continuously changing. Nobody can hold and make the body static. Well, if you try to make your body static, you know what is going to happen. Body keeps on changing. Body keeps changing. Body keeps changing. But the problem is there. From the attraction, my mind is already attached to the body. Any discomfort or pain is not accepted. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
You can challenge me what I'm saying if it is not true. I'm already attached. There is already a projection, and the projection is, where is that projection? I already have a projection. What is that projection? I am the body. Body should not change. That is at the subconscious level. You are not saying it, but you mean it.
Yeah, that's true.
Body keeps changing, problem is there from attraction. Mind is already attached to the body. Any discomfort or pain is not accepted. Now the intellect does not know. Why it does not know? It takes it casually. Why? Because the mind is dictating over the intellect. What is that intellect? It is dictating. I am the body, did I not tell you? Intellect says, okay, I am the body. But the mind experiences the rashes. It reacts. Intellect says, I am the body. I react. Intellect says, I am the body.
Hmm.
I react. Intellect says, I am the body. we teachers, if you really know and understand what is Eastern wisdom, it can go to the root cause. Mind says, I have rashes. It does not say the body has rashes. Why? Because I am the body. How come I am the body? Because of non-thinking. Non-thinking, or you can say lack of thinking, or you can say the intellect is already dictated by the mind. What the mind says to the intellect? What the mind says to the intellect? First start with I am the body and then find the solution. Then find the solution, which is not possible, and that is so we have now the intellect loses the ability to discern. We have already talked in detail about the discernment. It loses the ability of discernment. So the mind continues, weird guy, you are talking to me. Mind might be saying inside you. The mind may be saying, weird guy, you are talking to me, but what to do with the rashes? Mind does not want to leave it. It is already deeply attached. Is your mind saying that like this?
Sometimes it does. Yeah, yeah. The mind is annoying. It wants to fight everything.
Yes,
It
yes,
wants to push back.
yes, yes, it
It
is so.
doesn't want to accept it.
It
It just
doesn't
doesn't.
want to accept it. Why? Attachment, from where it has come, by the attraction, appreciating. Recognition is not a problem, but the mind has created those impressions millions of times and it has resulted into an attachment. And attachment says, I am the body. So the mind is not going to agree until I drop this identification with the body.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, what the mind is singing, intellect gives the thumbs up. Even if you listen, if the Buddha appeared before you, Jesus appeared before you, and they say, my son, you are not the body, you will not agree to it. Why? The mind says, I'm the body. What is this tickling? Repetition, it is ignorance. Ignorance causes the suffering, supported by the impurity and projected pleasure. I am the body, hence the body should not change, hence the body should remain in an imaginary, pleasurable situation. So your mind is still singing the tune, singing Beyonce song, I'm the body. Do whatever you want to do, I am the body. Teach me anything, they are all a waste. They are all useless. Mind is still singing the tune song. I cannot agree with you that I am not the body. Who does it? Intellect. Intellect is dictated by the mind. And now the intellect contains the impurity, projection of the mind. And that is why you asked me, doctor cannot give me any reason, because I want a reason which gives me a solution with my clinging to the body. Not possible. I will not leave that I am the body, but give me the solution.
I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting a solution.
Yes, there is no problem in seeking a solution. You go to the doctor and you say, you are on a, your doctor has suggested you have to take one daily intravenous injection to control your diabetes, and you are seeking a solution that I will eat the dessert only in my lunch and dinner. Is there a solution? So I have to find a solution with the right frame of mind. Yes, there is no problem in seeking a solution. You are right. But if I'm seeking a solution where the solution does not exist, doctor will say, don't take any injection, continue eating it. So at least I'll be happy you won't come again to me in a week. So it is a projection. And then the next step with that projections, I'm still seeking a solution. I don't want to leave the projection, but I'm seeking a solution. It is finding a solution, finding a solution, finding a solution that does not exist at all. What will happen the sixth level? After a few days, it happened last time also, the rash is gone and you felt good, and then your mind will pick up some other projection. Why?
Yeah.
Why? The mind has trained like this. I have trained my mind like this.
Mm.
Mind stops projection on this, jumps onto the second thing, jumps onto this third, jumps onto the fourth, getting frustrated. I forget the pain, and then another problem comes, another pleasure comes, so I'm just moving in a cycle. That is what Buddha says. The world is suffering. I created that suffering. Otherwise, world is very beautiful. And we continue to live in the state of anxiety, a sense of frustration, which I hold on, controlled by my ego, to show to the world and the society outside that I'm okay, I am fine, I have a happy moment,
Mm.
but I'm living in ignorance days, weeks, months, years. We continue our journey of the life in the same way, escaping the projected pain, trying to grab the projected pleasure, but I don't see that projection. Why I don't see that projection? My master gives me a right answer that pain and the pleasure in the world outside is the two sides of the same coin. Same coin here is the mind. Mind tries to avoid the pain, mind is seeking the pleasure in the world outside.
Yeah.
At least you will be busy. Create another projection. Get married instantly in this week. I was yeah, listening to a tribes in Afghanistan. So there was a interview. I was listening with, watching some episode. I don't remember that. The guy was young and he was hardly in his 20s. So the anchor asked the question that why you tribe people have 7, 8, or 10 children. Did you ask your dad? So the young guy asked, my dad and mom have to do nothing, except producing a lot of kids. They go to the forest and pick up the fruits, and they just, they sometime the field is growing the crops even if you do nothing, and they just check it. So they have to do nothing except to uh, produce many siblings of mine. We have nothing except to running after the pain and pleasure all the day.
Yeah.
And we don't recognize my mind. What the heck? Why you are running? Because I'm running, it creates a vicious cycle. Problem. The 12th step, I converted into many steps. So the 12th step, that is why the master says, are you going to live like this? in the cycle of projected pain and the pleasure? Or do you want to learn and understand what is the purpose of human life? Purpose of human life is to transcend the body and the mind. Then only I can find permanent happiness. I can awaken myself. I can realize my real self. Your mind might be saying, come on, first take care of my rashes. I will talk about awakening in my next session.
No, it's not right now. It's really, I don't, yeah, no, it's not. I don't want to do that. But
Think.
I'm glad that you said that. I think it's like there's something that's trying to teach me a lesson because I firmly, at least I want to look at it that way. And I believe there is something to be learned from this, from
Yes.
from everything,
From
really.
everything, yes, yes. From
But
everything, from everything.
you,
Last week I went there and the doctor said, I have to implant. So are you okay? I said everything is okay. So it's a lifetime guarantee. I said, come on, doctor. This is 67-year-old machine. And you are asking me a lifetime warranty. What do you mean by it? You are in your 30s. You are a millionaire. So maybe you may think of, I can add another 100 years and I can say that, yes, lifetime warranty. So he looked at me. I said, no, I'm joking, don't be so serious. In a society, in a culture, our society, anywhere. Society means social consciousness. And social consciousness means what? Group of individuals conveying and passing on the knowledge. Group of individuals always live unconsciously, habitually. They cannot give you the right knowledge. That is why we say liberation, awakening is an individual journey.
yeah.